Find the measure. Now we're back to each exterior angle of a regular nonagon. This means 9 sides. I looked it up on the internet. I honestly don't have all these memorized. I'm not going to expect you to have all these memorized. Go ahead and just type it into Google, nonagon, or whatever weird word you have. If you don't know how many sides that means, type it into the Google. Google knows everything, right? You'll get it. On the test, I'm not going to expect you to, I would just tell you 9 sides. I don't expect you to know these fancy words. There's no real point in that. So 9 sides on that, each exterior angle. So I'm going to go back to the notes again, and I'm going to grab, there it is. There's from the exam 1 notes. And there's the exterior angles are these ones on the outside. And there's the formula 360 over n for exterior angles. So then you just say, okay, so each exterior is 360 over n. So then I have 9 sides, just plug in the 9. This is a piece of cake. That would be 40 degrees. There it is, 40 degrees, piece of cake. So just plug into the formula 360 over n. But I want to show you where it comes from. So let me show you again. I don't want this to be magic. You guys are becoming teachers of this. So I want to show you how they come up with that formula. How'd they figure out that each exterior angle was that? Well, let me do this. I already showed you on another video how they came up with this interior angle formula, right? We derived that in -2 times 180 over n. So let me just put that in right here. N minus 2 times 180 over n. So the interior angle is n minus 2 times 180 over n, isn't it? So how can we now find the exterior angle? Well, do you see what the interior angle right here and the exterior angle right here make? See how they make a straight line? They make 180 degrees. Remember, as we learned earlier in the course, if 2 angles make a straight line, they make 180 because all the way around is 360. So halfway around is half of that 180. So therefore, the interior and the exterior angles together must make 180 degrees. So to find the exterior angle, the exterior, in fact, let me do this. Let me just bring it down here. The exterior must be 180 minus the interior. Does that make sense? That's what we always did. Remember us doing that in the other section? Like if somebody told me, hey, this one is 100 degrees, well, then what's this one? Well, it must be 80, right? Remember how we did that and some of the other stuff? So if you know this one, say it's 100 degrees, then the other one is 180 minus that. So it'd be 80, right? So the exterior is just 180 minus the interior because together they make a straight line. Okay, so it's 180 minus, but then there's the formula. N minus 2 times 180 over n. That's a mess. Yeah, you got to be able to do a little fancy algebra. Let me show you. I won't expect you to derive this, but let me show it to you. So you distribute this, 180 over n minus 360. I just distributed that 180, multiplied that. Okay. And then what do you do? Well, now this n divides. Here, I'm going to put parentheses around this. He divides underneath that one and that one. That's what the big fraction bar means. Means he's dividing both of them. So I'm going to divide them both separately like that. And then these cancel. That good? Remember, a negative in front of parentheses distributes. So minus 180 plus 360 over n. See how I distributed that minus sign? Went there and there, changing both signs. And notice this, these cancel. And so what's the answer? 360 over n. That's how they came up with the formula for an exterior angle, 360 over n. So I just wanted you to see that. There's the derivation. All you have to do is plug into it. But that's how they came up with it. They started with the interior angle formula, which we derived, and they just took 180 minus the interior, did a little algebra, and there we go.